Hello.
Good morning.
How are you?
I'm good. I have a new playmate. You want to see?
Yeah. Oh,
He's a rental. We're puppy sitting.
you can rent dogs? I never knew that.
We're puppy sitting. He's a necklace actually right now.
Nice. He looks very calm and chill. All right. So, welcome to another fun session of live role playing. And remember, it is live role playing. So, be prepared to talk when you're on these calls, right? So, what we want to talk about today is the objection, which I see coming up more and more, right? When price becomes an issue, people want more options. So, the question that I get from agents all the time and that you guys are all getting is, Brad, what makes you different than other agents? Let me tell you this. This is one of the top 3 things that can make any conversation, presentation go bad. Literally. So when someone is asking you what makes you different, let's hear from some of you to start out with. What do they really want to know? Why are they asking that question?
Are we a match?
Are we a match? Okay. Brad, what do they want to know?
What was the question again, Shrug?
What makes you different than other agents?
What do they want to know? They want to know why they should hire you.
Got it. Let's see. Nomita. And then Pamela. You got to unmute yourself.
So I say I walk the extra mile to help my clients get their dream, reach their goals, any of that.
But when they're asking you that, what do you think in the buyer or seller's mind is the purpose of that question?
So the purpose is to, see if we, as they said, we have a match, and that, with the Q&A that follows, that yes, we will be able to work together.
Okay. That's another answer. Where is Pamela?
I think that they're probably interviewing other agents. So the easy part would be what we've learned as far as MedC and what our technology brings. But I think maybe my question is they're interviewing other agents as well.
Got it. Miriam?
I think it also has to do with why should I pay you commission?
Got it. Lenny? I like the engagement so far. This is good.
Thank you, sir. I think that they think we're all the same. And I think if we can respond with some substance and some relevant information relative to the representation, that's what they're looking for. I don't think that they think that any of us are any different. And maybe we don't really have value.
Got it. All right. So what they're really trying to ask you is, do you have what I'm looking for in an agent? That's it. That is the sole purpose of that question. And in a perfect world, they would just ask that to you directly. Pamela, you have a question?
Yes, so what they're looking for in an agent would probably be followed up afterwards, that what was your experience, your past experience with other agents?
So here's the thing. So this objection, remember I talked very much about the real estate sales process as functional medicine versus modern medicine, right? This is treating a symptom, right? People that do the MedC generally don't even have people ask this question, right? But there are other contexts of your business, right? Like you might meet somebody in an open house, a supermarket, a networking event, right? So here's the part that I want to point out. What makes any of us different? I don't know what makes me different. That's somebody else's opinion, not mine. So if somebody says, what makes you different than other coaches? Well, I could say, one, we exclusively work with Compass agents, but more importantly, I can give you several names of clients that we've worked with successfully. Some may or may not have used other coaches, so you can speak with them. But more importantly, what type of experience are you looking for an agent you partner with or a coach you partner with to grow your business, right? And all they hear is, more importantly, what are you looking for, right? And now the conversation shifts. So we did an amazing role play this morning. Sharon volunteered, and there was another agent that volunteered, and it was just very organic the way that the conversation went. And so what ends up happening is human nature and psychology kicks in. I ask you what makes different, and you literally answer the question. Then they're asking you another question, then you're answering a question. Remember the 7 keys of effective conversation? If the buyer or seller is asking you all these questions, who's in control?
They are.
They're in control, right? And then what happens for us is we all have value in ourselves and our technology and our community and who we are and what we do. And we start defending ourselves. Well, I can do this and you can do this. And all of a sudden, the presentation that we all went through in the last session that we have in our mind to do goes out the door. You know, Mike Tyson says it best: everyone has a plan until they get punched in the face. In sales, this is getting punched in the face, right? Like, you have this whole plan, you studied our listing consultation or pitch framework, you're all excited, and somebody comes here and says, Jeff Lang, what makes you different? Pamela, what makes you different? Brad, what makes you different? And you actually answer this question, you just go down a rabbit hole. You'll never get back on track to be able to give the same presentation. Never. It doesn't work. Because, like, where do you go from then? And when you have one person saying, I can do this, and the other person saying, can you do this? Or maybe I think this, it doesn't feel really good. It doesn't feel collaborative. And it's like going to the Holiday Inn where somebody at the front desk is telling you, oh, I'm sorry, I don't do that job. You have to talk to somebody else. I'll never forget this. When we went to Hawaii about a month ago, right? We booked surfing lessons through the concierge, right? They're trying to sell us like their real estate stuff. And I sat there and I listened, you know, with my partner, my kids and everything else. And I was like, I don't really think that's, you know, how we want to spend our time here. And they're like, why don't you try some of the activities and this and that? So they went and booked the thing. We go to the surfing place and they were like confrontational in the beginning. And their exact words were, go stand over there, stretch for the next 30 minutes. You're going to need it. And then when I proceed to ask them, like, where the life vests, like what happens, like I have kids that are 8 and 10 and the whole experience. And I'm like, you know what? Like, I'm not sending my kids 400 yards, like out in the ocean with nothing, right? Like they're like, but they're with us. I'm like, no, they're not with you because it takes 1 second for a wave to catch a kid and die, right? Or an undercurrent. Like, so then we went to go cancel the service. Now, when I tried talking to the hotel, they go, I'm really sorry, we don't offer that service. You have to go back to the other place. But I'm like, wait, I got the service from you. Like, you guys collected my credit card. And that's the difference, right? You go to a non-luxury service, they're going to say, I'm sorry, you have to go over there. You go to a great luxury service, and okay, yeah, no problem. Our team will take care of that for you. We want to make this easy for you. So, like, luxury is frictionless. It's curated. It's thinking ahead. It's collaborative. And that's what you all offer. I just need to help you all get the words to communicate this. So who are 2 people that would like to role play this? And then we'll give us some feedback and then we'll do it again. This is like free live coaching. Now I'm going to sell you into this.
Yeah.
Pamela, you seem to be chatty today. You get to pick. You want to be the agent? All right. And so Pamela, since I volunteered you, do you want to, Brad, you're up next. Do you want to be the agent or the client?
The client.
Okay. And do you want to be the buyer's agent or seller's agent?
I need help with the buyer's agent. So
Perfect. So you're going to say, so Pamela, you're going to say, Anne, it's really great to meet you. We're excited to talk to you today. So what makes you different than other agents? And we'll see where the conversation goes.
Hi, Anne. It's so great to meet you. Looking forward to talking to you, but I'd like to know what makes you different from other agents.
So let me ask you this. What is your motivation of finding a new home?
At first, I want to find a realtor that works in luxury real estate. And is that you?
Well, what is your definition? I'd like to say I'm a real luxury agent, but what's your definition of a luxury agent? For me, I'd like to be more of a customized advisor for you. I'm a local agent. I know the area. What has been your experience in a customer service industry like the real estate agents? Have you had any good experiences? Can you share that with me?
I've had good experiences and I've had bad experiences, but what I'm looking for is someone that focuses on the luxury real estate market and has the information about it to lead me in the right direction. I don't have a lot of time. I don't want to waste a lot of time. And I'd like to know what makes you different.
Well, I have to say in San Francisco, we have a lot of Compass agents, and so we have the ability to have a lot of private exclusive properties, which is not necessarily available on the regular MLS. And so you'd be able to get a head start on some inventory that you wouldn't normally see on the MLS. Also, my brokerage has technology where we have wonderful communication skills that we can have between, and we can talk about it. In addition, I'm available to you on your schedule. Anything else that I
Very
know I'm
good.
stuck
I'm gonna
now.
pause right here.
I'm stuck. I keep
right,
talking.
so,
I'm trying to
Pamela?
find
It's okay. How
questions.
did that feel for you?
I felt like I
But
was in the hot seat.
I think I wasn't getting exactly what I wanted to hear from her. Like I liked the aspect of the private exclusives, but it wasn't totally explained to me that way. As a buyer, I would like to know more what your private exclusive platform is, your marketing platform, and some comps. If you have that prepared for our meeting?
So here's the interesting part. Who here besides me felt that this turned into a back and forth dialogue that felt more combative than collaborative,
Yeah.
I don't feel good.
right? Like, and that could not have felt comfortable for you.
No.
And Pamela, that didn't feel like a great experience for you.
No. I
So-
felt she was very defensive.
Exactly, but by human nature, when somebody's saying, "What do you do? Are you this? Are you that?" You're going to defend yourself, right? It's like if someone said something about my kid, I'd be like, "Whoa, whoa, 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 whoa!" My kid, like it's the same thing, right? So in both role plays, it turned out the same exact way,
Right.
right?
I agree. I agree.
So now let's go through a framework, and we'll try this again, right? So what makes you different than other agents? I'm really glad that you asked me this question. It's very hard for me to explain what makes me different because that's another person's perspective. Happy to share several clients I've worked with successfully who may or may not have worked with other agents. More importantly, what are you looking for in an agent you partner with for the purchase of your home? And then she's going to say, oh, okay, like you're answering her question, you're going to give her other people to talk to, right? And the thing of saying like, what makes me different? Like, I can't tell you what makes me different. That's someone else's perspective. People like that makes sense, right?
Right. But they
This-
do ask. They do ask.
100%, because they don't know what makes them different. But then when you bring it back to what type of experience are you looking for in an agent you partner with for the purchase of your home, they're going to share that answer with you. You're going to say, great, in our conversation today, I will make sure to address with specific examples, blank and blank and blank. And that's it. And then you go about to the path that we've created. right?
I
And then
think
you,
we tried,
Yeah.
yeah, that's true.
all right, let's try this again. Run it back.
I can't.
If you don't want to do it, it's okay. We call 2 more people.
No, I do. It's just really hard when you're in the hot seat. So, but I'm ready to go.
No,
I'm gonna try
most
it.
importantly, it should never be more difficult than it is when you role play with people, right? Like this should be the hardest thing where when you go out and have to actually do it with people, it's like, oh, I got this, no problem. And we believe in you. And cheer you on.
Thank you.
And look, in the end, I'll always leave you with this. It's better to do this here than in real life where it actually counts.
All right.
And Pamela's a really good client. Like she plays the client very well. So we'll be
Yes.
we'll be tapping into you more for this. And you're
Thank you,
correct.
Pamela.
All right, let's roll.
So what's important to you, Pamela, in finding
Oh,
an
wait. No. Let her
Oh.
ask the question. I
sorry.
want to go through this exact scenario over and over and over again. Remember, acknowledge what she says,
Mhm.
clarify, right? Acknowledge, I'm really glad that you asked me the question. It's a great question, clarify. It's very hard for me to say what makes me different because that's someone else's perspective. Empower. I'm willing, happy to give you several of the clients we've worked with successfully who may or may not have spoken to other agents. And then level shift. More importantly, you know, what type of experience you're looking for an agent you partner with for the purchase of your home.
Okay.
Hi, Anne. It's so nice to meet you today.
Hi, Pamela. Thank you for the opportunity.
I do have a question for you. To start out with, what makes you different from any of the other agents?
Well, I'm really glad you asked me that question, Pamela. And I really can't tell you. Can you kind of explain and clarify what you're looking for
Stop.
in a buyer's agent?
Pause.
Pause.
You have to, when she says that, it's a really great question. It's hard for me to explain what makes me different because that's someone else's perspective, or you got to acknowledge the question, right? So we'll
Right.
give Ann, we're going to give you some time to internalize this script.
Yeah.
And not
Go to the next person.
Yeah. Pamela, you're going to stay on as the client. You're doing a good job, if you don't mind.
Okay.
We're going to put Brad up next. Brad, you're up.
Oh, boy. Hi, Brad. It's so nice to meet you today.
Nice to meet you.
I just have one question that's very important to me.
Mhm.
What makes you different than any other agent?
Great question. Let me provide you with the contacts of 3 to 5 clients I've collaborated with, Pamela. They'll enthusiastically share their positive experiences. What kind of experience do you envision when choosing an agent to sell your home? Let's make sure it's the best.
Okay. I'm in the luxury real estate field to buy a luxury home on the beach. Is that something you're capable of handling?
Absolutely.
Okay.
So on the beach. And what type of home are you looking for, Pamela?
I'm looking for a 5-bedroom home with an oversized pool and a guest house, and on the beach. It has to be on the beach.
It sounds like a dream.
It's my dream. That's
Mhm.
why I need to know that I'm working with the right agent. Are
Well, it
there
sounds
any
like-
other ways you can assure me of that?
Yeah, absolutely. Listen, and it sounds like you've been doing your due diligence. Am I wrong about that?
Oh, not at all.
So you've been maybe doing your research, and have you looked around and spoken to other agents?
Not at this point. I have been looking around. I've been visiting this area for a long time. And I wanted to engage with an experienced agent in the luxury field. And I do know some of the locations that would be acceptable to me.
Okay. Well, again, listen, if you're not opposed, I'd be happy to give you the names and contact information of 3 to 5 past clients we've had great success with in buying homes, not unlike the dream that you just described, and they'd be happy to share their experiences with you. Is there anything more specifically that you're looking for from an agent that I could speak to?
Yes.
All right, pause. Pamela, how'd that feel for you?
I was fine with it. I just wished, I wanted a little more context about his security, about him being the luxury service. And that I was an experienced client in purchasing.
Yeah, so here's the most important part about this, Brad, is that once she identifies what you want, you kind of just echo back a few things, and we'll cover that in detail in our conversation today, and then go back to the script of like, if you haven't med-see them, go to the needs analysis, like, or if it's on a listing presentation, start the home tour, right? That is the key to all of this, because you're never going to solve what they want in this immediate, like,
Conversation.
yeah, and it's too big of a decision for them.
Yeah. good
So
point.
would it be important for him to confirm by repeating that I wanted a 5-bedroom home with an oversized pool and a guest house on the beach? Would that be something that you would interject then? So I understand this is what you want.
So I would say, if you said that, right? So I said, so what I hear is the type of experience you're looking for, a curated luxury experience that helps you get blank, 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 and blank, and somebody that's an expert in blank, blank, blank. And we'll go through, if it's okay with you, we'll go through that in details with specifically how we're going to do that for you during our conversation today.
That would have been better. Yes.
Look, all of this stuff comes with practice. That's all that it is. I'm not uniquely gifted. I don't have any special skill that no one else has as much as you think it does. I don't have the opportunity to have these conversations every day. You just practice. That's it. It's amazing. The more you practice, the more lucky you'll get, the more confidence you'll have, right? And look, the difference is it's like being in a subdivision that has 6 homes that are all for sale, right? It's literally what we call a race to the bottom. One person is going to set the market, the other people are going to follow the market, and everyone else is slowly going to get left with the market. What you don't want today is conversations that are just left to, okay, like, I don't understand what any of these people do. It's not really what I want, so I'm not going to pay a premium for it. So who's going to charge me the cheapest amount because I know I need an agent? That's what you do. In every service in the world, there is a luxury option that people are willing to pay for. Right? All right, we have time for one more. Andrea.
Okay, hi. Is it gonna be Pamela or somebody else?
No, Pamela, she's the ideal client.
All right, perfect.
So what was your name again?
Andrea.
Andrea.
Hi.
Hi, Andrea. I'm
Hi,
so
Pamela.
glad I got to meet with you today.
Likewise, thank you so much for having me.
Absolutely. I like to cut to the chase here. And the one thing that's important to me is for you to tell me what makes you different.
Well, cutting to the chase, that tells me you're my kind of gal, so thank you for that. So what makes me different is a really great question, and it's a subjective one, isn't it?
Yeah.
So I'm happy to give you the names of, 3, 4, 5 clients that I've happily worked with in the past, but when you ask me that question, Pamela, that tells me you want the very best agent to handle the sale for you. Is that correct?
That is correct.
Perfect. So what specifically are you looking for in the agent you'll soon find yourself working with?
I'm looking for someone that listens to me. I don't have a lot of time. I'd like to have an agent that will partner with me to find my dream home. And my question is, I'm in the luxury market, so I want to make sure you're the right agent for me.
All right, perfect. So just you're telling me that you want somebody who can, you don't have a whole lot of time and you need to move through quickly. When we get into my proper presentation, I'm going to share with you my communication plans. all the technology that I have to serve you, and all of the luxury things and technology that I can use to help support you in finding that home that you're looking for. I think we're going to make a great team. Let's get into it.
It sounds good. So let's set up the next appointment.
Perfect. How's 2 o'clock tomorrow?
Works
Or-
for me.
Perfect.
Boom.
Okay,
Great.
that was many, many, many years of practice. Many. That didn't come right off my tongue. My daughter's sitting here, she's 25. I was practicing this when I was pregnant with her. So,
Look, I think everyone did a great job, right? In different ways. And it's an evolution. It's a progress. And in the end, just remember, don't blame yourself, blame NAR. Seriously. They should have told you this stuff from the beginning. I remember, you build a fast growing business that's really successful. You end up in some cool places. Like it was last summer, I ended up in this sales trainer's house. I literally had his CDs from 17, 18 years ago when I started in real estate. And like, I would hear him talk about sales training, persuasion, influence. And I go, what is the biggest challenge real estate agents have? He goes, oh, that's the easiest challenge in the world. I go, what is it? He goes, they're in denial that they're salespeople. I'm like, ooh, walks like a duck, quacks like a duck. It's a duck. When you sell something and you only make money when you sell something, you're a salesperson. And then so I put my own twist on it. I go, people are really confused about what they do and how they do it. How you do things as sales, advisor, consultant. No, you're a salesperson. Like that's the end of it. And salespeople need to know how to have effective conversations. No one talks about it. No one wants to train to it. No one wants to buy it. It's like if I had 2 Instagram ads and one said how to have effective conversations with sellers and buyers to help them get what they want and earn a full commission. And the other one said is how to get leads in your inbox in 5 minutes or less using ChatGPT. What do you think everyone would sign up for? Not number 1.
Nope.
And that's the problem. I don't even call it a problem. I call it like an epidemic in this whole industry. You can have all the leads you want in the world, but if you don't know how to do this part, you're leaving money on the table and you're not creating the best experience for a client. And the best thing that all of us have going for us is number 1, each other, right? Like there's no shortage of people to practice with. Number 2, you have one system to learn. It's not like you have 100 different ways of doing things. And I don't think there's a single person that could ever say that anything we tell people to say is icky, salesy, pushy, combative. None of it is. I believe in luxury experiences. You all work at a luxury brand. We need to align the 2 together. So like my goal is over the course of these many months is to build an army of all of you that can answer these questions effortlessly and easily. And just know this. Every single time you could answer this question, you should smile because the next 3 agents or 2 agents or 1 agent are going to get, I can do this and my clients do that and I can do this, I can do that. Effective selling is not just telling people what you can do for them.
Correct.
Like if you called about coaching, I was like, oh yeah, we have this great platform. We have this, I can do this, I can do this. You're going to be like, okay, bye. You're like, what about me? I'm here for my own reasons, right? So I would say these have been 2 incredible sessions today. And so what we're working on, and Brad has seen this and Martha has seen this. Brad, can you tell them how cool the new platform is and how easy it's going to be to find people to role play?
It's pretty damn cool.
I have literally found a way that if this session was over, all of you could meet each other and like a click could go to a room. You could literally like their virtual desks where you could knock on the door and say, hey, Ann, thank you. So just want to stop by and introduce myself. It was very courageous. Like they'll literally be anytime that you're logged into a computer, you'll be logged into our virtual HQ, which gives you an opportunity to see your colleagues, your team members, the people in this community, and all of this stuff. Literally over the next 6 to 8 weeks, everything that you see here is being redone and upgraded obsessively. So it's always been my same goal to help you use this stuff easily to have a better business and a better life. And now with technology and all this stuff, we have the most amazing opportunities to do so. So it's always love in my heart. I love you all. And look, just keep on plugging away.
Thank you.
Thank you, Sharon.
John, thank you for your feedback.
Thank you, Sharon. Mhm.
Well, thank you all. Don't ever thank me, man. I'm here to service to you. And look, I'm hoping as we send out our invitations for all of these different events that we'll have in our office, that I can actually come see all of you, right? So it's like one of our goals is like in person, like we have a really cool office that can hold 150 people, right? So we can throw some pretty cool events. So it's the beginning of what I call the community accelerator or community connections or however you want to call it. But it is my goal to meet every person over the course of the next year that's in this program.
Mhm.
So on
Perfect.
that note, I'll see you all later. Bye, everybody.
Ciao.
Bye.
And thank you, Pamela.
Thank you.